Hi guys, welcome back to Edgewood channel. So this is the part 3 of antifungal drugs. So if you need to get the continuation of the antifungal drugs, you have to watch part 1 and part 2. I'll be giving the link in the description box. So going to part 3. So in this video, we will be mainly dealing with the azoles and allyl amine antifungal drugs. That is the third and fourth class. So azoles, we are all familiar with these azoles. That is, we are always heard the names, the clotrimazole, ketoconazole, fluconazole. So we are very familiar with these three names. So we can move to the azole section. Azoles, a group of 5-membered synthetic heterocyclic fungi static agents. They are actually not killing, but they will be inhibiting the functions of fungus, and thus the fungus will be dead at last. So they have a high safety profile and broad spectrum activity. They can be used as topical, oral, or intravenous formulations. So in azoles, there is two groups, that is imidazoles, which is having 2 nitrogen, and triazoles, which is having 3 nitrogen. So both have the similar mechanism of action. So this is the mnemonics study the classification of the imidazole azoles and triazoles azoles. So you can use this code. So the mechanism of action. Actually, ergosterol is a compound which is very much needed for the cell membrane proper functioning of fungus. So this group of drugs is inhibiting the ergosterol formation from lanosterol. That is, they inhibit the fungal microsomal enzyme. What is the name of enzyme? Cytochrome P450 dependent lanosterol C14 alpha demethylase enzyme. Actually, that enzyme is needed to convert lanosterol into ergosterol. So, if that enzyme is blocked, means lanosterol will not be converted to ergosterol. So, ergosterol formed will be less. So, the cell membrane will have no much strength. So see, the ketoconazole is blocking a stage which is converting lanosterol into ergosterol. So inhibition of ergosterol synthesis disrupts membrane function and increases the permeability. So ion leakages happens. See, this is the action. C14 alpha demethylase enzyme. Azoles will be acting here. So lanosterol will not be converted to ergosterol. That is, this stage will not be happening. So this conversion will not be happening. So both imidazoles and triazoles are having the same mechanism. So azoles also inhibit fungal respiration by inhibiting the respiratory mechanism or the respiratory chain electron transport. Imidazoles may alter the RNA and DNA metabolism. Fungi static at concentration achieved clinically, although this may vary with the strain of fungus. Sometimes, if this strain of fungus is very different, means the clinical presentation and clinical concentration of the drug may change. So, lower host toxicity of triazoles because lower affinity for mammalian cytochrome P450 enzymes. So imidazoles, the main imidazoles are clotrimazole, miconazole, ketoconazole. This ketoconazole shampoo is very familiar. We all might have used the ketoconazole shampoo. So they show more endocrine adverse effects. So in ketoconazole, this is the prototype of imidazole antifungal drugs. Systemic use, first azole to be given orally. We will be giving it orally. So contraindicated in patients with several hepatic insufficiency. So ketoconazole has been replaced nowadays by itraconazole. So drug interaction is actually they potentiate the toxicity of phenytoin and warfarin. Rifampicin also. If at all we are treating an anti-tuberculous drug, that is rifampicin, so it decreases the serum level of ketoconazole. So if you are treating the person with antacid, H2 blocker or anticholinergic drugs, then if you are giving the ketoconazole, so the absorption of ketoconazole will be decreased. This is due to the structural problem related with the antacid drugs and anticholinergic drugs. Clinical use used in systemic mycosis in dogs, cats, horse, birds. Superficial infection not responding to griseofulvin will be treated with the ketoconazole. So this is the ketoconazole. Decrease the ergosterol content. So miconazole, enilconazole, clotrimazole, iconazole. You can see those drugs. So the triazoles. Moving to the second category of azoles, that is fluconazole, itraconazole, voriconazole. Actually, they are resistant to the degradation and they cause less endocrine problems. Fluconazole is water soluble, has zero order kinetic elimination. That is very important, has zero order kinetic elimination. Excellent bioavailability after oral administration. Fluconazole will be having, they will be penetrating the blood-brain barrier. So it is a drug of choice of cryptococcal meningitis. So any fungal meningitis means you have to use fluconazole because it can cross the blood-brain barrier. So candidiasis, histoplasmosis, not effective in aspergillosis. This is the drug dosage. Side effects means no endocrine side effects. Hepatic failure may lead to death. Hepatic failure or hepatic insufficiency is the side effect. Itraconazole, they don't enter the CNF, so you do not use in cryptococcal meningitis. So they are the broader spectrum of activity than ketoconazole. Voriconazole. This is a broad spectrum antifungal agent, high oral bioavailability, penetrates tissue, well including the CSF. Now moving to the fourth category, that is the allyl amines. Drugs active orally and topically. That means you can use it orally or topically. And they inhibit the fungal squalene epoxidase enzyme, which converts squalene to lanosterol. So we can go back to the picture. See, allyl amines is acting here. Squalene is converted to lanosterol by squalene epoxidase. They will be blocking the squalene epoxidase enzyme. So this step does not happen. So that means what happens? No ergosterol. That means the membrane dysfunctions and increases the permeability. So this is the same mechanism. So terbinafine is an example and naftifine is an example. Terbinafine, we might have heard about the terbinafine. It's significant first pass metabolism, negligible effect on cytochrome P450 enzyme system. So these are the ketoconazole, clotrimazole, oxyconazole, ketoconazole drugs. So you can see the preparations of ketoconazoles, imidazoles and triazoles. See, we might have very familiar with this cream, ketoconazole and itraconazole, and luliconazole, terbinafine, voriconazole. This is the Virbac producing ketoconazole with chlorhexidine gluconate. It's used as an antiseptic and antifungal, used in shampoo for dogs, cats, etc. This is the miconazole. So this is the ketoconazole with shampoo. So stay tuned to watch the part 4